Good morning. It's nice to bring you out here on this beautiful Alaska winter morning, and just coming down to the Seward waterfront. This is about as basic as it gets for this area. It's right near a park. It's right downtown, and it's kind of an interesting moment in between storms. We're supposed to get some pretty big rain / snow today, and but there are some cool colors and a kind of interesting swell, and I'm hoping to catch a few things, and also wanting to experiment with a different style. I encountered a photographer whose name is escaping me right now that had a really interesting technique that I'd like to try if I don't get rained on or something, but we'll see. So glad you're along with me here. Experimenting with some long exposure shots of these old piers with a stormy, moody sky. We definitely have some weather moving in, and just glad to be out here in between bouts of kind of sleet. This old pier is some remnants from the great 1964 Alaska earthquake. It was the second strongest earthquake ever recorded, behind the Chilean earthquake of, I believe, 1965. This was part of an old pier and dock system and the railroad trestle, and all of that sort of collapsed during the earthquake and subsequent tsunami, and these old piers here are all that's left, but they can make for interesting subject for photography, so I come here fairly often. Been wanting to try this technique I was exposed to recently, where you sort of find a tree or another object. Trees kind of seem to work pretty well for it, and you shoot it from all different angles and then sort of blend them together, and it creates this cool abstract image where you can tell it's a tree, but it has this kind of ethereal, artistic look to it, and kind of requires a tree that's sort of isolated and yet, you know, beautiful for some reason, whether it's symmetrical or colorful or both. But I was thinking this tree might be okay, so I might try it. There's kind of a lot of distractions in the background, but it might be worth trying. I've never tried this before, and I'll learn something from it. You know, for this being the first time ever trying this technique and really just slapping this subject together, I was pretty happy with the way this came out. I'll definitely be trying more of this going forward. Well, we'll see. Could end up looking like garbage, but you know what? It's always good to try something new, because you never know. Oh, there's an eagle flying towards me. Eagles are everywhere around here. There's two in this tree. There's one over there, the one that just flew by. Cool birds. I know birders in this area that kind of look at them as one of the least interesting, but that's okay. I still think they're cool. Got a few otters swimming by out there. Probably pretty small on this wide angle shot, but sort of down there in the bottom center. Just cruising along, eating some mussels, eating some clams, doing the otter thing. What some people don't know is otters do not have blubber. Obviously, they're pretty skinny, but the way they keep warm is they have the densest fur of all mammals. Woo! Some treacherous ice. Should have worn my cleats. Didn't realize it was going to be quite this bad. I don't know if that attempt at trying that technique of shooting all the way around that tree is going to work, but it's always good to experiment. I really enjoy trying new techniques with photography. I've tried a few over the years. I've tried infrared, I've tried ICM, I've tried long exposure, which is kind of one of my favorites still to this day. So that was one where I tried something new and I loved it, and now I do it all the time. And I've tried drone photography, and yeah, this one's kind of new. I think it's called shooting in the round, something like that. You can tell it's new to me because I don't even remember the main guy whose style I'm trying to imitate. I'll include that somewhere in this video somehow. And I don't even remember what the technique's called, but I saw some pictures and a little mini tutorial of it a couple nights ago, and I was like, dang, I want to try that. That looks cool. How can I put my own spin on this? And I am going to try this other thing, this sort of monument over here, and see if that looks cool. We'll see. But right now I think I'm going to fly the drone for a little bit, try to get ahead of what appears to be some rain coming in, or snow, or mix. And yeah, I've never done a video here on the Seward waterfront. We're in downtown Seward, Alaska, essentially, right near the Alaska Sea Life Center. This is my hometown. Very popular spot in the summer, but pretty quiet in the winter. And yeah, I like to be able to photograph within 10 steps of my car. It's just cool to be able to do that, especially right in town. This is a very short drive for me. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you are enjoying this, don't forget to poke that like and subscribe button. Costs you nothing, but helps me out a lot. And I'll love you forever, which is the best perk for you. Well, I attempted another shooting in the round of this thing here. Don't even know what to call it. Some kind of statue monument. And yeah, I've only seen it done with trees, but I thought it'd be worth a shot. And we'll see how it comes out. Even if it doesn't look good, I'll show you, because there's always something new you learn from our failed attempts and mistakes. Well, this certainly was not the best conditions ever, but you know, I have limited time to do photography these days with a toddler and a regular job, so sometimes you gotta take what you can get, try to make the most of it. But I might have had a few decent shots in there, we'll see, and it was fun, and I'm glad that you came along with me. So you stay interesting, folks. I'll be boring enough for all of us.